Working remotely from home. That's so common right now. You heard a lot of people doing it. I have most of my clients actually, at least 30% of their time, they work remotely from home, right here, right now. And there are reasons for this trend today. First of all, the widespread of web technology and online applications that allow people to work remotely. The second, and very decisive in combination with the first, is the COVID lockdown that forced most of the manpower in the West Hemisphere to work from home for quite a long time. Another thing is that many companies have the ability to recruit great talents from other places, other countries, from a long distance recruiting, and this is what they like to do. And also, working from home is a great idea for freelancers or solopreneurs or people that they just start their businesses and startups, because they do that with a minimum budget and they still have a business to work and be efficient. So this is it. There is a debate whether it's better, the performance is greater whether you work from home, or it's worse. There are studies claiming A and studies claiming B, but we are not going to stay there. Studies will find out eventually what is true, but also it depends on the personality of the people and how they decide to use this great opportunity working from home. But there are ways we can do to raise our performance while we work remotely from home. And I would like to discuss with you some tips that will help you do that exactly thing and help you have a better performance while you work remotely from home, no matter whether it is 100% of your time or less than that. So the first thing is that while you're at home and you work there, well, be careful of your waking and your sleeping cycle. So don't feel that now that you're home you can work. Of course, you can sometimes, if you're commuting, it's a lot of time. You save time for your sleep. You don't have to wake up too early, but don't feel this tendency to sleep late and wake up late, because this will affect your performance in a negative way. So try to have normal wake up sleeping schedules and be able to create a normal daily cycle of waking and sleeping so as to have the best clear mind to work. The second thing is it's great to dress with comfortable clothes, like not wearing shoes or suits and things like that, but don't wear your pajamas or really some other lounge wear that actually make you feel that you can sleep or you can lie down. Wear some comfortable clothes, but that they give you professional tone and that they can help you be alert and work there, but not understanding, not getting the message that now I'm doing something that maybe I will let myself have a siesta in a while with those clothes, or it's so soft, these clothes are so soft that I will sleep on them. Just try to avoid that. Create in your mind the impression that this is my professional suit for home. It's comfortable, yes, but it's not so comfortable like my pajamas. Another thing is that you decide which is the corner in the house that you're going to assign as your office. And you're going to say, this is my station, this is my working station, and I assign that as my working office, and you keep that as this stable place in the home that you assign it as your working station, and avoid to use it for other reasons, and avoid to spend hours there when you don't work. For example, it may be a corner office somewhere in the living room, or it may be an extra room that you have. But a very important thing is that you organize this in the best possible way, that it shows you that this is a home office. It has all the necessary tools and assets that you need that help you to be this great home office or station of work, and you just use that and nothing else. Another thing is that you need to reduce the distractions to the minimum there. If there is a television set, don't use it. If there are distractions, or find out a room that it has less noise possible. Don't find, for example, the room that's next to the street where there is a lot of circulation. Find the backyard room and use this as your home office to have calm and to be able to focus there. So find out which are the distractions that you can minimize and avoid them for your home office station. Another thing is that it's important for you to set an agenda to separate the working hours there and the hours that you use for your home chores or tasks or errands. Don't mix those things up unless you have decided that you need to take a break and you say, right now I'm going to take a break of exactly that time, this amount of time, half an hour, for example, or a quarter, and then you decide that in this quarter you're going to do something else, like, for example, prepare you fruit juice, or I don't know, get out of the freezer something to get unfrozen. But don't confuse your working hours with the house chores, because you're going to be distracted and disoriented from what you want to do. Another thing that's very, very important while we are at home, and people always notice that it's a main difficulty that they need to overcome, is overeating. The fridge is very close. It's your own fridge. You choose a lot of things and you know what you've put inside. So it's really, really important to remember to be mindful, to avoid overeating, to have specific hours for your lunch and for your different dishes, for your snacks or whatever. Try to find out healthy snacks for you and create some program for you to know when you're going to eat. Try to imitate a little bit the schedule that you have while you are at your office, your real office, your brick and mortar office outside your home, and be mindful not to overeat while you're at home, because this is a great temptation for you. At the same time, make sure that you exercise daily, you walk, you go outside. Once you finish your working hours in the house, indoors, do something outdoors, get out and it's the good opportunity for you to exercise, because you're sitting inside, you are always static. So it's really, really, really important for you to have your health and your body in a good shape. It's really good for you. And also, if you sit so many hours, actually your body is going to have psychosomatic issues or also body aching because of the sitting of so many hours. And also try to create a program of self-care and of socialization, going out with your family, friends at regular times per week. And don't feel that you are consumed by your homework and not the school homework, your work at home, remotely at home. Another thing is that it's super important for you to define the exact tasks that you have to perform every single day. So in the morning, or even in the previous night, in previous evening, just before finishing your previous night's evening's work, you just write down the tasks that you need to do for the next day, how much time you think that they're going to last, and what is the desired outcome. You need to have a specific compass of what you're going to do the next day, a specific program. And you know that it's really important for you not to over demand great things for yourself and to create a super huge list of tasks and say that you're going to work over hours in order to achieve it. Be modest, be moderate, and write the things that they are necessary to be done, and respect the working hours that you have set for yourself or that they are set for you from your employer. And by that, you also know what is the legal and what is your job description describing for you to do. Don't overuse it just because you are at home. You know, a lot of studies have shown that people tend to work more while they're at home. But if you do that, that's not certain you're going to have a best performance because you're overusing yourself. So keep a balance there. Write down your tasks and find out how you work better for them the next day. Another thing is exactly because of that it's important for you to record the hours that you work daily. How many hours have you worked, and see what are the results that these hours produce for you. You will find out, you will make your own statistics, and you will see, if I work 7 hours, what is the outcome I get? If I work 8 hours, what is the outcome I get? If I work 10 hours, what is the outcome I get? Is it better or is it worse? Chances are that if you work too many hours and you get tired, your performance drops. So record your working hours. Sometimes it's really useful for you to report that also to your employer, and to avoid overworking. It's a problem that I always face with a lot of my clients, especially those that they are eager to provide more and produce more for their company. And it's really, really important to record your working hours and show these hours to your employers or to you, to understand that it's not a good idea to overuse your potential. And this is very, very important, because there you need to be mindful of the possible red flags of a burnout. So mind yourself, take care of yourself, and use moderately the working hours potential that you have. It's super important. Another thing is that you need an accountability body, probably from your company, someone to talk with and report to exactly say what is your progress, what are your working habits, and probably they can use your assistants as well. You can become their own accountability body and discuss with them in order to know that you are on the right track with your company on what you're doing, and you are in a synchronous mode with your company and with your team, in order to know that you're doing well and that you don't have lost your orientation for the team's goals or whatever, and the hours that you're working. And it's really, really important for you to have this support, probably a support team, people that you constantly discuss with them in a common chat room or whatever, or mail, and you have a mailing list with them, and you communicate so that you have a specific tone to what you want to do inside the work, inside the teamwork and the goals of the team. If you work with a team, if you work alone, have an accountability body, someone similar minded to you, so as to keep track to your progress and to ask them to help you, and you can also help them to keep track of their own progress and understand what needs to be done more and what needs to change. You know how accountability bodies work. And last but never least, I always say that, don't forget to hire your own success coach, who is going to help you have the best performance while you work remotely from home, and they're going to help you create the most viable and sustainable program while working from home, and create the best strategies and blueprints for the goals you want to achieve from there, without losing yourself, losing your potential, losing your stamina, but keep a clear mind, full performance, and have a great well-being and lifestyle. So ask this success coach. Once again, claim your free coaching session with Coach Panagiota below, and let's see how you're going to work from home remotely with great success, and you're going to have a fantastic working career from home until you decide to do something else.